Hey, it's Harsh Game Reviews, and today we're going to be doing an update of sorts on Grounded. This will be the October-November update because they group this into a 2-month sort of thing. So, for these 2 months they worked on the pond update and all that surrounds that, so it includes a lot of water life, like the new water boatman creature, and a couple new building materials, and a lot of other things that look pretty interesting, honestly. But after you play with them for a bit, there seems to be a couple little issues, but I'm just going to describe my experience with the game, with this new update, and what I think of it. So, I'll just state it like this. I have a lot of pros and cons towards this particular update because I saw in it that there were a few major issues, mainly the fact that there were some bugs that I encountered during my play that were not there previously. But of course it all relates to the water, so it's probably because the area is not fully patched out yet. I mean, they did just release this today, so it kind of makes a lot of sense that it's, not entirely there yet. But I had a particular one that was very interesting where I had Jesus Spider. He came from the water and just floated straight up into the sky. I think I'll have a little video of that here in the background while I'm talking, but that was certainly an interesting one. And then we had my equipment getting stuck in like the ceiling area. So when I died, there were 2 separate occasions where when I died, it just stuck my stuff up in the ceiling, and that caused me to not be able to get it. So I lost my mint mallet, which sucks because it's a very high grade weapon, and I lost a couple of other items that I really wish I could have gotten back, but they glitched into the ceiling. So as of right now, I'd say don't go anywhere near the underwater lab or the really deep area unless you're prepared to not die. Because if you do die, everything you have on you will be gone as well. Just for right now until they get this patch. I know they'll resolve it, but for right now, it'd be safer if you didn't. So, when it comes to the actual things they included in the game, things they added, we have a couple new creatures, the water boatman I've mentioned. They have a new koi fish, which is pretty interesting. They have a new spider, that's the diving bell spider, and that's the one that floated up into space, but I think the swimming animation could be a bit better, but it's pretty good. It's acceptable. They added a lot of new different flora, which is nice. They added the eelgrass, the cattails, the lily pads, and that adds a bit more diversity to the pond, which is very necessary because before it was just water. And it's great to have that addition of life to the pond because before it was just dead and dark. They added a couple new little things like quarters down in the pond. I found a couple very large-sized quarters, and it was really interesting to look at them compared to your size. It really gives you a sense of scale. There's also the pool wand that they have, like the thing you use to clean pools. And I found that to be cool. They added a couple more little ones, wedding ring and whatnot. But there's an underwater lab. That's a new thing they included, which adds a little bit of story. Not very much, but you go there and you look at stuff, and that's interesting. And you turn on a power thing, you move that, that's it. But that's how it was for the hedge update too, so you can't really blame them on that one. So other than that, a lot of new building materials, as in a couple new building materials. Basically 2 new sets of armor. You have a new breathing mask, you have a new bubble helmet, and you have a new flippers and a new set of koi armor. And I wish I had a picture of it, but I died so many times. I only included a few, but I died so many times with good stuff on that, with good conscience, I can't go back down there until they patch the whole dying in the underground area thing because of that. So, given that that's the case, I feel as though it is better off to wait. Yeah, but the building's nice. I like the fact that you can now build on water. That's great, and the buoyant like flags are pretty nice too, so that you can actually figure out what's under the water by putting something there saying what it's close to. But I was expecting more from a 2-month update, and I mean it's good. It's a great addition and it needed to happen, but I don't feel as though it's worth the 2-month wait. I feel like it could have been done in less, well, not less time, I'm not going to say that, but I wish there was more, is all I'm saying. Might be a little greedy of me, but I still wish there was more. It's okay. For anyone who's still playing Grounded, you're going to find it as an enjoyable little thing you can work on for a couple of hours. But if you're playing in your high gear level, like you have Tier 2 Ladybug armor, do not bring that down there. It will help you survive, but I don't recommend that because the water is the thing that kills you the most, not the spiders. And the koi fish will still one-shot you, so it doesn't really matter there either. Yeah. They added a couple new weapons, the bone trident, and the weird pebblet knife that they have down there, which is cool. That's very interesting. But the thing about that is, it's just a little tedious to use. It's very slow in the water, and when you get on land, it's very fast, and you would expect it to be the same, at least remotely the same sort of speed, because when you use the shovel underwater, it is. So, that's all. So, all in all, I think this is a welcome update, and I feel like it's fairly good. I just wish there was more personally, and I'm waiting to see what they do on the December update. They're probably going to do something relating to Christmas, and can't wait to see what that is. I'm going to review that as well. So if you like the content here, subscribe, like it if you liked it, and I'll post another one on December and see how these go. I'm thinking of making this like a constant thing for as long as they have updates. So let me know what you think in the comments down below, and I'll see you next time.